What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be covering the new chapter of the quest mode. This is a very, very uneventful one, so I'm going to be pairing it with another piece of news, something else that's just come to the game. But yeah, in this new stage, or in the new set of quest stages here, there isn't anything miraculous. It's just a few more stages to grind away at incredible gems, right? There's no they're not doing any of the special, like, ones where you could earn equipments and skill orbs and stuff. There's no, like, any drop characters or anything like that. There's no, like, new best link level stage or anything that just came out either. So yeah, these are pretty, just kind of there, right? I think the next update is the one where we get some exciting stuff at the beginning of Area 30. So yeah, because of that, to make this video like worth watching, we are also going to be talking about these guys here. So the Towards the Extreme Realm EZA campaign for all of the Baba Shop units here. These 5 are all just got their EZAs as well. So we're going to be focusing on these a little bit. These are honestly not the best EZAs. They could have been set up a lot better. These guys are kind of mid. They'll be usable in like Ultimate Clash, basically, is going to be like a really solid place to use them. Anywhere else, pretty much not, because their entire kits are built around, this type support. So if you're not running them on their mono type team, then they're obviously not going to do that well. Yeah, but I think it's important. These guys kind of do tie in to the quest a lot, because the topic of Zenny. So let's go ahead and jump into these quest stages, and we will start. Yeah, we will just get these done here. Oh, actually, this is the team I'm going to be running, is using all of them with just an all types lead. Because there is actually missions. In order to EZA these guys, all you have to do to earn all the EZA medals is use each of them 15 times. So we are going to just run through these quest stages and get some of our 15, ready to go here. Why would it not hand me an all types lead? Thank you very much. Okay.
Let's do this.
Yeah, so let's see how this goes. Ooh, this is weird. We're battling like ooh, I did not want auto on. I wanted to check out the map. I guess we'll do that after this. Auto battle's fine though. But yeah, so all we have to do is use them 15 times, and then we'll be able to EZA them. The thing is, I am sure that there are a lot of people that don't even have these units yet, because they're really expensive in the Baba Shop, and they've never been good for all these years. So unless you're someone that's been playing the game for like 5+ years, you probably don't have these units even in your box, right? Or like ready to go and awakened and everything, because they cost a lot of Baba points to buy the copies of the units. And then okay, so this one looks like it could be good for like a manual link level stage, I guess, just because there's so many fights, so you could just choose to jump through these. I think we're going to go ahead and skip for now, since all these units are link level 10 anyway, so I don't need the link levels. There is no link levels that are going to pop while we're doing this, so yeah, we will just go ahead and skip through. Okay, and then we get 10 gems there. Okay, I believe there's like 8. It goes up to 8 stages total. I'm pretty sure we just have a couple here. Yeah, still not giving me all types leads. The friend system, they need to fix this thing. I hate it so much. What was I going on about here? Yeah, and it costs a lot of Zenny to awaken them as well. So, yeah, that can be a bit problematic for, like, crappy characters, right? So, there is going to be an interesting update coming up at the beginning of whenever we get Area 30 for the quest. There's going to be a really interesting update that comes then that will allow us to do some cool stuff with Zenny and incredible gems and things like that. So basically, they're going to be revamping the entire Zenny shop. I actually did a video on this when it came out on the JP version. So the Zenny portion, the Zenny tab of the Baba Shop, where you can spend your Zenny for items, there's going to be a lot more stuff you can get out of there, including awakening medals. And what you're going to be able to do is spend Zenny to max out your awakening medals, and then trade your awakening medals for Baba points to give yourself infinite Baba points. And because of all of the EZA stages that are available nowadays, it's so easy to earn just billions, literally billions and billions of Zenny. Because if you just go do farm every single EZA to like stage 100, then you're going to be getting so many of those Hercule statues. You just have infinite Zenny. That's how it is for me, you know, on my account right now. I have plenty of extra Zenny. I'm waiting for that, you know, that update to go through so that we can see, you know, so that I can see myself like accumulate 40 million Baba points or something like that. But yeah, anyway, so once you're able to do that, then the amount of Zenny it costs to awaken these characters obviously will be nothing. By the way, this looks like another decent Link level stage. I guess not quite as good because there's only 3 fights here. But they are all stop sign fights, so that's interesting to note. Oh, actually, I want to know if you auto it, will it actually jump to these fights? Because this could be a decent Link level stage if it autos me to those fights. So let's find out. It does. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so this could be a decent Link level stage. You're only fighting 2 enemies per, it seems like, so that you'll get through the stages pretty quick. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. We'll have to see how many incredible gems we're getting as well. Yes, I lost my train of thought again. I keep cutting myself off here. Oh, yeah, so it's going to be really, really easy to get these units all farmed up. So if you can't do them now, don't fret. Just wait a few weeks, a month, something like that, until we get the next update for the quest mode, and then you are going to be able to have access to them much easier, because you'll be able to get, you know, millions of Baba points to get these guys. And they did also make them cheaper. So yeah, after we finish going through the quest stages, we'll jump over to the Baba shop and take a closer look at some of the stuff I've been rambling about. If anyone's curious why I'm using Sealess as my leader here, he is an all-types leader. I just wanted someone that was going to support all of these guys so I could throw them all on the team. But obviously, I could have just used like the Ginyu or something. But I wanted to use a physical type super attacker, which Sealess actually is. It's basically anyone that super attacks with a weapon. And because he has his little spear thing that he hits you with, that qualifies him to be a physical type super attacker. And there's actually a title that you can achieve by dishing out 77,000 physical type super attacks. It's the same for Ki Blast supers and for unarmed supers. And I've already earned the one for Ki Blast supers because that's like way more common than any other type of super attack you can get in game. But yeah, I have not yet earned the ones for the Ki Blast super, or for the unarmed super or the physical type super attack. So basically I just brought him for the additional chance here to get like, you know, to get like a few of those off. Okay, so it looks like you can only grab 2 of these because it's like one or the other for the first 2 and then one or the other for the second 2. So interesting. And you only get like 1 gem per, so this is probably not the best stage. I completely forgot to look at the end of that last stage to see like how many incredible gems we got. I don't think it was much. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever heard of like 29.6 being a really good stage for Link leveling and stuff. I mean, I suppose like a lot of these... See, the thing was, with the old quest stages, the way that it kind of went was like, you know, you had really, really long maps. There were sporadic fights throughout the map, but most of them weren't stop sign fights. So there were so many fights on so many different routes going through different, like, you know, pathways that you were guaranteed to miss some of those link drops that would be on some of those fights because you weren't going to be able to get every fight, right? The most common example that comes to mind is stage 23-8. That was the one that everybody played, but you were guaranteed to miss most of the fights. Oh wow, 20 gems. That's pretty good. But yeah, now with these newer quest stages, they've minimized the stages, so you're not running all over the map on all these different pathways. Usually there's like 1 route or maybe 2 routes. There's a lot more stop sign fights and a lot less just miscellaneous fights thrown in. And now, in order to earn incredible gems, you just have to just drop these enemies. That's all you have to do. And the stamina is so much higher that you're popping Link levels just more often because you have a bigger chance on these stages than when you're farming like stage 7, 8 and stuff, right? So yeah, I don't know. It just while there are minute differences in some of these, because it's like, oh, you're fighting 3 enemies per fight, so it takes you longer to get through each battle, so it takes you ultimately longer to get your link level ups. Or, oh, this stage only has 3 fights instead of 4 fights, but then the final fight you're facing off against a full 5 enemies. So, people are just talking about all these different things, right? Or like with the one that I like to use personally is stage 28 too. And the biggest thing is you do get through those fights very, very quickly, and there's only like 3 or 4 fights. Well, there's 3 fights through the entire thing. I say that like I don't know, like I don't play it all day. There's 3 fights in it, and that means that you're using a ton of stamina. It was funny, I actually got a comment on one of my recent videos where someone was like, why do you need dragon stones for link leveling? Like, they didn't understand, because I was like holding off some stones at the end of a summoning video, and I was saying like, oh no, I need the dragon stones because I constantly refresh my stamina. I assume they were like a free-to-play player that didn't have the concept of like someone constantly refilling their stamina as opposed to waiting for it to fill up. But yeah, I was just like, yeah, no, I need them. I spend like 20 stones a day because I'm doing stage 28 too, right? And it's just so burning through my stamina so quickly because it costs me a full 25 to go in there. Whereas if I was doing something with an extra fight or an extra 2 fights or something, then I wouldn't be spending as much stamina. But yeah, so those are the trade-offs. But basically, I'm just going for the quickest possible way to get link levels straight up, regardless of the resources that it costs. Okay, so yeah, we did get through all of stage 29 there. I believe we earned a title as well. So that is the end of stage of area 29, and now we wait for area 30. So yeah, before we finish up, let's go take a look at the Baba Shop. So here is the new way that they've got it set up. They have now added, so instead of there just being one of these guys available during every, every 30-minute refresh of the Baba Shop, there is now up to 5. Earlier in here, I actually saw all 5 of them sitting right here at the top. So I believe there's just a large chance for them to spawn in here. And earlier, actually, one of them was half price. Oh, it's also worth mentioning, you can't just buy one anymore. You can buy one, but you're not limited to only buying one. I have, no Baba points, but you can actually hit the plus button and buy as many of these as you want. Like, you'll notice there's no limits, right? Whereas down here... I guess there's no limits on... Oh, yeah. No, because here it's saying, okay, if I were to buy this, right, you can't, hit the plus. That's how I prove it. Okay. And then this one, you can hit the plus because you can actually buy more of them. So that's exciting. So you can now just pick up as many as you want. But I would say it's definitely smart to wait until they're half price. You can snipe them at 10,000, and then you can just sit here and buy all of your copies at 10,000. That's actually why I'm so low on Baba points, because I've done that for a few of these. I already had them rainbowed, as you saw, but I want to get them to SA 15 once I EZA them for free as well. So I'm going to wait till I have enough Baba points. I have actually been not getting any more Baba points. I have been draining my Baba points when I heard these guys were getting EZAs. So I bought all of the copies of them to get them rainbowed, and then I also got their SSRs fully SA10'd and all their dupe paths unlocked as well. So that cost me millions of Baba points, and I had a ton once upon a time, and that drained all of it, and now I've just been scarce with none, basically waiting for this update to come through. So that I can give myself 40 million Baba points and then finish these guys up. So yeah, because of that, I'm probably not going to be making a video on them anytime soon, because I will need to get their SA fully finished. That's going to take me a little bit here. But maybe I'll include that as a part of the next, quest mode video that we do. When quest mode 30 comes out, I'll show me finally getting them finished off, and then we'll use them in that video too. So that could be fun. But yeah, one more thing I wanted to mention. I think this was some type of campaign thing. Yeah. So for this campaign, they basically just dropped a crap ton of Zenny in our box. Well, not a crap ton, 5 million. So some Zenny, and then they gave us enough medals. Oh, I didn't even talk about this, the medals, to Extreme Z Awaken them. So yeah, I believe if we go back over here, and then we get some Baba points as well. Let's go ahead and accept these things. I have some daily rewards in there as well. But yeah, so we'll accept those. The medals. So if you want to buy those medals currently, you're limited to right here. It costs you 1 million, and you can buy 1 per day, right? And now if we go to these characters and take a look, it costs 7 medals to awaken them. So they've given us 15. That's not enough to get all of them awakened, but it's like some, right? They also gave us 50,000 Baba points, which since I just collected those, I would be able to buy more. But I'm just going to wait for the 10,000 times opportunities, right? To pick them up. But yeah, so they gave you some of the resources, which is nice to be able to get, you know, to get these taken care of. But once the update goes through for this shop, these are going to be unlimitedly available. You'll be able to buy as many of them as you want per day. You won't be held back from that. So yeah, keep that in mind coming up as well. But yeah, that is basically everything I have for you guys on these you know, on the new quest mode updates. Basically, this is just kind of the filler one. The next one is the big one. The next one is where the very, very exciting things will be coming. So, stay tuned. I look forward to it. I hope you do too. That is going to do it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace!